What is up, my fellow collectors? It's your boy, the one and only, the Paradox Nerd, back again with another Hot Toys review. And today I'll be reviewing the Hot Toys MMS 474 Thor from the Infinity War movie. Now I have to say, the Infinity War movie is probably one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I think I must have watched it probably, twice in the movie theater. Actually, no, 3 times in the movie theater, and probably another 3 to 4 times when I got the Blu-ray. And it's just one of those movies that, from beginning to end, it was non-stop action. And whenever there was like, some, like a breather, like whether it be like a conversation between characters, it was very short-lived, and then it went straight back to, action again. But I have to say, the Russo brothers did an awesome job balancing all the characters in that movie, and everyone had a really good part, especially Thor. Thor is probably my favorite character from that movie, and he had a good balance. He was funny and he kicked ass. His performance in that movie made me want to get this figure, and I have to say right off the bat that this figure turned out amazing. And if you had to own one Thor figure, this might be it. But enough of me talking. Let's just go straight into the review, starting with wait a minute, I was gonna go there, but I'm not. So I'm doing things differently, guys. I just felt that the old format was kind of boring, to be honest. So I'm gonna change things up and try to be a little bit more livelier with my review. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below once you finish watching this review. But let's dive into the review right now. Okay guys, so here are the accessories that come with Thor. Let's take a closer look at them. Here is Stormbreaker, and as you can see, the detail on this Stormbreaker looks really cool. It's pretty shiny. Love the handle on it. So really cool detail on this Stormbreaker. I know there were quite a few people that were complaining that it's not movie accurate, that the handle was a lot longer. But to be honest, I'm not picky with it. I do know there is a company that makes a movie accurate Stormbreaker. I forgot their name, but they were posting it in the groups, and I believe that it does come with some sort of lightning effects. So I could be totally wrong, but if you are not happy with this Stormbreaker, you do have that option in picking up that custom Stormbreaker. But so far this looks really good. You get a pair of sleeveless arms, so it kind of mimics what his outfit was in the beginning of the movie. And I really love the fact that these are seamless arms. And they are definitely articulated, so you can do some really cool poses with these. And here is another shoulder armor, which I did not include in my unboxing video. I must have missed it, so I do apologize for not taking this out of the box. So it was dark, and it just kind of blended well with the packaging. So really cool. You get 3 pairs of hands. You get a pair of fisted hands. So really cool. You get a pair of hands that can hold the Stormbreaker. So really cool detail on these. And you get a pair of relaxed hands. So pretty cool. You also get an extra pair of shoulder armor. Kind of decided to leave these in the container because they're really small. This is the eye patch, and they are magnetic, so they kind of go on his eye, which is pretty easy to install. but I didn't want to remove it out of the packaging because I'm afraid that it might fall and they're small, so I might not be able to find them. You also get this really cool Avengers Infinity War base with a dynamic pose stand, so really cool. And you get some lightning effects, which kind of goes on his chest armor. So these go right on top, and I'll kind of show you how you put them on in just a second. This one in the middle, and this one right in the bottom. So really cool. And oops, as I almost dropped these. These are the lightning effects that goes on his arm. So really cool detail on these. Okay guys, so I just want to show you guys in how to install the lightning effects on Thor. So basically you have like these like buttons that's already installed on his chest, and you have to remove these to install the lightning effects. But they're pretty easy. You just kind of have to match, you know, these little prongs here to the slots. So I'm going to show you just like that. Same with the other side. And I'm going to install these now and kind of show you how it looks. Okay guys, so here is all the lightning effects installed on this armor. Now to turn on the lights, you just have to flip the switch in the back here. And voila, let there be light. And damn, that looks so dope. It's actually pretty bright too, so. All right guys, so I decided to turn off the lights and kind of show you how Thor looks in the dark. And damn, that looks so cool. Really cool. And now I'm gonna show you guys how he looks with the black light on his eyes. So that looks really cool. So it kind of lights up. I just want to show you guys Thor's first look in the movie. And to do so, you have to remove this cape right here. Okay. And install this piece on. Okay, and take this arm out, just like so. Same with the other side. So how I did it was I kind of leveraged his arm this way, so it kind of snapped off just like that. And take this arm, put it on, and same with this hand. Here is Thor in how he looked in the first half of the movie. Now, this looks great, to be honest, guys, and I really love the fact that Hot Toys decided to technically give you two outfits for this figure. You know, I really love the seamless arms, and it was really easy to switch out the arms, and I thought I was going to have a hard time doing that, and I really didn't. So on top of that, they are really detailed. You know, got the biceps, got the veins coming out his biceps. So really cool. You know, this is, turning out to be the Thor to own, guys. I'm seriously impressed in how this figure is, turning out so far. I decided to put his eye patch on, and it looks really cool like that, because that's how he looked in the first half of the movie. So I'm gonna move on to the articulation from here. So basically, articulation wise, pretty decent, to be honest. And I'm gonna start off with the head sculpt. Unfortunately, it's not on the ball joint, so you could only turn his head from side to side. Unfortunately, you can't bring his head up or down. Now moving on to the arms, as you can see, really good articulation. You can bring his arms out just about 90 degrees, bring it forward, no restriction there, about 90 degrees, and same with bringing it back. Unfortunately, he does not have any torso articulation, so I'm not going to even attempt to show you that. Now moving on to the hips, you could kind of bring his hips out just about, 20 to 30 degrees, and same with bringing it forward and bringing it back, just because he does have a lot of leather and padding around the hip area, and also you don't want to damage the leather or the materials on this figure. So you just got to be careful when you are trying to articulate his hip joints. Now, as for the knee joints, really no restriction there. You could articulate it just about 90 degrees. Now for the ankle joints, it's on a ball joint, so you could get pretty good articulation. You can turn from side to side, front to back. So really cool. So here is the head sculpt for Thor, and as you can see, Hot Toys did a really good job with the head sculpt. Some people were saying that it is similar to the Thor Ragnarok head sculpt, but I'm actually going to bring that figure out in just a second. But I kind of just want to show you how awesome this head sculpt turned out. And in just a moment, I'm actually going to show you how his eyes light up with the black light. So as you can see, damn, that looks really cool. I'm about to remove the eye patch here and give you guys a better look. Here is Thor without the eye patch, and we're gonna check it out from different angles here. As you can see, really, really nice. I am really impressed in how this head sculpt turned out. I noticed that the beard is definitely darker from the Thor Ragnarok head sculpt. But so far, this has to be, I don't know guys, I'm gonna go out of the whim here and say it, that this is probably the best Thor head sculpt that I have ever seen. And I'm really happy how it turned out. So I'm gonna show you guys how his eyes light up with the black light. So really cool there. I think my black light might be a little bright, so I feel like a doctor kind of like shining this light on his eyes. But really cool. Really love the fact that they added that feature on this figure. So yeah, I am super impressed with this head sculpt, guys. Like I had mentioned before, this probably has to be the best Thor head sculpt that Hot Toys has ever released. All right guys, so we're gonna do a comparison with this head sculpt to the Thor Ragnarok head sculpt. So here is the comparison between Thor from the Infinity War movie and Thor from the Thor Ragnarok movie. And as you can see, there is a difference between the both head sculpts. As you can see on the left, the Infinity War head sculpt has a darker, darker hair, darker beard. You could see that the Infinity War Thor looks, looks a lot better. Definitely an improvement from the Thor Ragnarok head sculpt. Here is a side-by-side comparison of both head sculpts, and like I mentioned before, I don't know. I can't tell the difference here. Let me switch it to the other side. Okay guys, so here is a side view comparison of both head sculpts. And like I mentioned before, in my opinion, I really think that the Infinity War Thor head sculpt is definitely better than the Thor Ragnarok movie. Definitely an improvement. So, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about both head sculpts and which do you think is the better head sculpt. Okay, so let's check out the details and materials used for this figure. And as you can see, Hot Toys did a really good job in this department. Starting off with the armor, and as you can see, the chest armor looks really cool, really detailed. I love the fact that they use kind of almost like a rubberized material on the armor. To be honest, I thought it was actually made out of plastic, but when you got up close, you could feel it's actually made out of rubber. I really love the chainmail arms, and they almost look like they're made out of metal. I really love the cape on this figure. I really love the tailoring and the stitching on this cape. Now moving on to the rest of the outfit, as you can see, the pant area is actually the same materials that they use for the chest armor. Basically, it's almost like a one-piece suit. So you know, really love the durability of his outfit. Now moving on to the boots, as you can see, they use a really sturdy, very durable rubberized materials for the boots. So really cool. Okay guys, so here are my final thoughts for Thor from the Infinity War movie. If you are a Marvel fan, or if you're just a fan of the movie in general, this is a must-own figure. He turned out amazing, and if you had to own one Thor and one Thor only in your collection, this is it. You know, I was really debating if I should just wait and see if they're going to come out with a better version, but you know, judging from all the leaks online of you know, some of the Avengers costumes for the next movie, it's pretty much the same, to be honest. I know they teased a Thor and Rocket Raccoon like spacesuit, but to be honest, I mean, you're not gonna get that if you're gonna own one Thor figure. So with that being said, pick this up without any hesitation. I'm not sure if they could release a better figure than this. I mean, maybe what's missing is Mjolnir. I can't even say that name. But anyway, I mean, he has lighter features, you know, like showing off his lightning abilities. He has like pretty much all the accessories that you need for Thor. Like you could switch out the arms, you know, you could take out the cape. This is by far my favorite Thor figure that I have owned, and I am really happy in how he turned out. So with that being said, that wraps up my video. Let me know what you guys think about the new format slash, you know, setup for my reviews now. You know, I'm trying to change things up, trying to spice things up here. So any input is truly appreciated. So, you know, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the new format. Also, smash that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. I got a lot more content coming your way. I don't know what's going on with Kylo Ren. He should have been here by now. You know, Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi. He's being held up in customs for whatever reason. So hopefully he shows up in the next day or two so I can review him. So definitely stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so that's it for my review. I just want to say two things before I end this review. Bring me Thanos, and remember, doesn't matter what you collect. Collecting is collecting. Take care guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.